Don't move to the Big Island till you see this video. So you're thinking about moving to the Big Island, Hawaii. We're going to talk about some of the different things about the island of Hawaii you need to be aware of. Hi, I'm Stephen Proski with the Real Estate Kona team and Corcoran Pacific Properties. If you are new to my channel, aloha.
Aloha.
If you have been here before, you know I'm posting videos about the island of Hawaii and information about real estate that I think you may want to know more about. If this is why you are here, thank you. And could you hit the subscribe and like buttons below so we can stay connected on a regular basis. If you have any questions about moving here or about the island of Hawaii, leave me a comment below or give me a call. I'd be glad to help. Well, to begin with, the island of Hawaii is not all rainbows and unicorns. Nope, it's not. It's not sitting on the beach all day long and sucking up a Mai Tai under a palm tree. Yes, it's like any other city. It has its pros and cons, but the island has some unique things that you must need to be aware of before you make the jump across the Pacific Ocean. So let's talk about the weather. Weather? What's wrong with the weather in Hawaii, you ask?
I don't know what your idea of a good time is, but this ain't it.
It is warm all the time. We have 8 of 13 ecosystems on the island, and you can always find something different to explore. Well, to some people, that could be a negative. Moving here, like most people, you come from areas that experience the 4 seasons: winter, spring, summer, and fall. You may even be coming from a colder climate that has snow in the fall and the winter, along with the color changes of the leaves. Well, that's not the case here on the island of Hawaii. It stays 75 to 85 degrees all the time. Our leaves never change colors, and you start to forget all about the change of the seasons because it's green here 365 days of the year. Even though we are in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, on an island, we do have snow on top of the Mauna Kea where the observatory is located. When you move here, you can eliminate a large portion of your wardrobe and empty out your closets before you hop on a plane because you don't need coats, you don't need sweaters, and your daily wardrobe. You'll probably be in shorts and flip-flops most of the time. One item that gets discussed here in Kona is fog. Fog, what's that? Fog refers to a hazy air caused by Kilauea, our volcano, which is a mixture of water vapor, carbon, and sulfur dioxide. We get fog periodically and is probably somewhat similar to smog if you're familiar with that. The next thing you need to be aware of is our moisture. Yes, we live on an island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean and get a sizable amount of rain throughout the coastal portions of our island. Hilo is the rainiest city in the United States, averaging over 142 inches of rain annually, whereas in Kona, we only get about 27 inches of rain, and in Waikoloa area, only about 9 inches of rain annually. With moisture comes the possibility of mold and mildew, along with rust from all the salt air we receive from the ocean. Yes, there are ways of combating the moisture by keeping good airflow, making sure you have great ventilation, and ensuring that you seal all exposed areas along with wood from the elements. Moving here from Arizona was a bit of a change at first, but I enjoyed the mild humidity on the Kona side of the island along with the weather. Who doesn't like blue skies and sunshine every day? I think you'll find more mildew issues on the Hilo side of the island because it is so rainy. Another unique thing about the island of Hawaii is a large number of homes do not have municipal water on their property. What? No water? Well, with the amount of rainfall that the island receives annually, there's a sizable number of properties that only use catchment water sources for their daily use. Catchment, what is that, you ask? Catchment systems capture the rainwater in large holding tanks that are then piped into the home just like any other water source. It's pretty common in the southern portions of the island on both sides, either Hilo or the Kona side. Some people feel that catchment rainwater is better for their skin and their hair since there are not any chemicals added to the water like you would find in a municipal water source. Depending upon the weather and the amount of water that we get on a regular basis, Clients sometimes have to purchase water while they're on catchment because there's low amount of rain at times. And that is not unusual, and the cost is not that expensive. You just need to be mindful of this if you are on a catchment system. People who are on catchment tend to be located away from the larger cities like Kone, Hilo, Waimea, and Waikoloa. So if you're looking at these locations, you're more than likely will be on municipal water versus catchment. Bugs!
Hello.
Yes, we live in a tropical climate and we have a fair amount of bugs. Ants, flies, mosquitoes, roaches, 2 kinds of termites, and centipedes. Since we have no change of season, our bugs flourish year-round and they don't die in the fall and the winter.
This was insane!
The good news, we have no natural predators here like snakes, bears, mountain lions, or crocodiles here unless you go to the zoo. So you don't have to fear hiking around the island in case sometimes you may run across the feral pigs in the forest. If you have any questions about some of the topics that I'm discussing today, feel free to leave me a comment below. We'd be happy to answer your questions about life here on the island of Hawaii. Sewer systems. Not all properties here are connected to a sewer system like on the mainland that you're used to. So what do you have on the island of Hawaii to dispose of the poop?
Holy guacamole!
Well, the most common source throughout the island are cesspools. What's a cesspool? A cesspool is basically a big hole in the ground that all your toilets and sinks feed into. Our volcanic soil is such that the waste gets filtered out and never enters the ocean. Nope, it doesn't. When I first got here, I was nervous about this waste disposal system, but it works well with no issues. The County of Hawaii will be requiring property owners who are on cesspool systems to convert to some other alternative system or septic system by the year 2050. So when you hear about properties being on cesspools versus city sewer, don't freak out. It's a Hawaii thing. Next, UV index. Like myself, I know you're probably moving here to the island for the sunshine. Well, Hawaii is closer to the equator and it has a higher UV index than many states on the mainland. Our island community is exposed to higher than average levels of UV radiation that increases our risk of sunburn and also skin damage. That means we need to take sun safety seriously. When I lived in Arizona, I was used to the sun every day and knew about UV protection. But since moving here, I definitely make sure I use enough sunscreen, especially when I'm swimming in the ocean, to make sure that sun protection is reef safe and to keep our environment clean. Garbage service. The island does not have a municipal rubbish and garbage service. Say what? Most people take their garbage to the county's solid waste facilities, or if you're living in a single family home community, you can hire a rubbish service like PFI. This item was a big shock at first to me when I moved here, but again, it's a big island thing, so you just need to be aware of the garbage. You can also dispose of your green waste at those facilities, and just something to be mindful of. Transportation is another item that you need to be aware of when moving here to the island of Hawaii. First of all, we have no freeways to navigate. We have a 2-lane road that runs around the entire island, and even though we have public bus service on the island, it's not what you would experience on the mainland living in larger cities. With that being said, a car is a necessity because you need to drive to just about everywhere you go, unless you're living in Kona town or in Hilo proper and you can walk. Car, a truck, a motor scooter is a must. If you like to put the pedal to the metal, this is not going to be the place for you because there's no freeways. Everyone drives at a slower pace and are on island time and are never in a hurry. It's not uncommon to see bumper stickers that say, "Slow down, you ain't on the mainland." Next, natural disasters on the list of cons. Lava, tsunamis, hurricanes, and earthquakes are all issues that can impact life on the island of Hawaii. We live on an island with 2 active volcanoes that have caused some serious destruction over the years. We have 9 lava zones on the island, and zones 3 through 9 are the least concerning, with lava zone 1 and 2 being the riskiest to live in. When searching for a home, make sure you're aware of which lava zone the property is located since you cannot get a mortgage in Lava Zone 1, and Lava Zone 2 can be a challenge for some lenders and homeowners insurance coming from the mainland. To learn a little bit more about this item, check out my video, Lava Zones. Being in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, we get tsunami and hurricane warnings from time to time. Since moving here, I have not experienced those disasters.
That's a good thing.
But was here for the volcano that erupted in 2018, where Kilauea destroyed over 700 homes in Lava Zone 1.
For the past couple of weeks, this river of red hot rock has been causing chaos in the streets of Hawaii.
I think it's faster than a turtle can move.
With regards to earthquakes, we have them frequently, but have not felt or experienced a large quake yet. Mostly just small tremors from time to time. With all that being said, this is a tropical paradise, and if you just need to be aware and mindful of the island and respect the island. If you are used to an urban lifestyle filled with a cornucopia of restaurants, shopping, nightlife, and are looking for the same experience here on the Big Island, this is not going to be the place for you. While on the mainland, I lived in San Francisco, Chicago, Denver, Scottsdale, and enjoyed the abundance of choices in all those cities when it came to restaurants, shops, and entertainment. When I moved here, I knew that the island of Hawaii was going to slow me down also and allow me to enjoy the other things in life like hiking, gardening, swimming, snorkeling, cooking, boating, pickleball, and the serenity of living in paradise. Since moving here, I have not missed the mainland or the lifestyle that I once enjoyed. I appreciate the ocean breezes, the warm tropical environment, no traffic to speak of, no road rage drivers, no lines, no stress, living the aloha spirit. Yes, people in Hawaii have the highest life expectancy in the United States, and I can tell you moving here was the best thing for me. It's not all rainbows and unicorns, but I love the island of Hawaii and Kona. I hope you like this information on moving to the island of Hawaii. There are probably more things that I could share, but I feel these cover some of the unique things that you need to be aware of when you're moving across the Pacific to our island paradise. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment section below. I look forward to seeing you again on my next video. Mahalo.